Let me catch my breath. Guys, welcome back to the Chemically Imbalanced Black Girl podcast. If this is your first time, if this is the first episode that you're clicking on, hello and welcome to the Awkward Black Girl Safe Space. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. Love you. Oh wait, we can tell I'm old because I don't know how to do that. Love you. Or what's the new one that we did, baby? Starting out stuttering. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back. This is episode 57. Like I said, if you're new here, please subscribe right now. Even though you're just like, I don't even know who this bitch is. She already asked me to subscribe. Subscribing will get you to get to know me. So every time I post, you'll be like, oh my God, there's that funny, cute chocolate girl that I like hear and talk all the time. Maybe I should watch her next video. And then we're besties, just like that. We're besties. So like the video. If you are an audio listener, this is a video episode. Like I said, I'm really trying to stand on business here and mean what I say. So I'm trying to only put out video episodes for you guys. Does that mean it's going to take longer for the episodes to come out? Yes, it is. Because I don't know how to edit and I need help. And yeah, I just have to, and because I don't know how to edit, I have to schedule around Elijah's, schooling and all that shit. So I just, you guys, they're going to come out when they come out, but they're always going to be fun. They're always going to be nice. And there's always going to be something new to see since I'm trying to decorate this house as best as I can. By the way, guys, I got some new decorations. I did order the LED sign, and also all the people who DM'd me and was like, why not just, when I was complaining last episode about how big the sign was going to be, everybody DM'd me. It was like, bitch, why don't you just get the sign like 3 times? Just get the signs and all the words. Like chemically is one sign, imbalance is one sign, black girl is another sign. And I was like, oh, Mango said that. And like 4 other like viewers said it. Y'all know who you are. And I was just like, damn, I feel like an idiot because I didn't think of that first. But luckily, it's a good thing that I complained about it because somebody actually sent me a link on Amazon where they do really big LED signs. Not really big, but they do at least like 4 columns of lines. So she was like, I got a really big sign that had like a paragraph. Girl, they do it. They'll make it as small as you want to. And I ordered it. It was not a couple $100, but it was like $100 and something. So it didn't break the bank too bad. So I ordered it. It'll be here like in the beginning of March. I think it said March 8th. Bitch, I don't know. And I also order a bunch of other stuff online for like wall decorations. I know you guys can't see that poster over there, but I bought that poster, these lights. I bought my first little piece of anime trinkets. There's Nezuko up there. So yeah, I have and had a lot of anime trinkets, but y'all, you have to remember that I used to be a flight attendant and I've moved around so much. Like half of my identity is in like 1,000 boxes in Indianapolis, Indiana. So like I said, I was never supposed to stay in Florida. I was supposed to be here for a little blimp and then I was supposed to leave, and I've been here for almost 2 years now. So trying to decorate with the little piece of like clothes and stuff that I do have in Florida. So we're making it work. But anyway, back into the episode. Welcome. I say this every episode, y'all, but I'm really going to try to make this a short episode. And it's not my fault. I'm a yapper. It's not my fault. I was born this way, okay? And apparently you guys like it because you click on this video. You click on these videos every time. Quick little mental health check-in. It's getting tough out there, ain't it? It's just, y'all, life is hard. I was really in a panic the other day because I was thinking about this podcast blowing up and how I would feel so much imposter syndrome if, like one day, or even gradually, not just one day, just gradually I start to like create a fan base, and like now I'm getting sponsorships and all this money. I'm gonna feel like such an imposter. I'm like, damn, how is my life this? And then with all the money, I just feel like, how we always say, well, I know I do, that money would solve like at least 99% of my problems, which is true. I just feel like that like 99 more problems would come along. And that's not like a philosophical, that's not like a youthful, like, you know, that's not like a, I didn't just discover that. There's a whole song about that you know, more money, more problems. But you gotta worry, like, not even the problems that I'm not even thinking about, the problems that normal niggas are thinking about, like, you know, like family and friends reaching out, like, hey, remember that shit I did for you back in 2006? You're not gonna give me, you're not gonna give me no money, like, I'm your cousin or something. Like, I'm talking about, like, now you gotta worry about being hacked. You gotta worry about niggas like getting all up in your IP address and shit like that. Like, when you have more to lose, niggas just try to take it that much harder. And I'm just like, wow, I'm not even gonna be really able to enjoy it. I mean, I am gonna enjoy it when it happens because love money and shit like that. But like, damn, I'm gonna be paranoid. I'm gonna be paranoid as fuck. I'm gonna have to get an accountant. Somebody gotta watch my money. And then I'm always worried, like, am I gonna have enough money to pay the nigga to watch my money? Y'all, I was just like, I don't know if this is like the depression in me, and we're about to talk about this. This is about to be the next topic for sure. I don't know if it's like the depression in me, but like every time I like daydream or like envision myself having like a good, successful life, there's like something bad that's gonna happen to like wash that shit all away. And you know what it is? It's because I'm genuinely scared that, because I used to be so suicidal, and I used to literally, I told y'all this before, I used to literally beg for something bad to happen to me, like a fucking truck just come out of nowhere, or I get like a cancerous disease and just now I'm out of here. Like, I used to just, every day I woke up, I used to just bust out crying. Like, why the fuck are you still like making me wake up? Like, why am I still here? I don't understand. Like, so now after years of doing that, I'm paranoid that if my life does get good, that something that I used to beg for back in the day is going to be like, now's the time, bitch. And I'm going to be like, wait, wait, please. Not now. I just literally start enjoying my life. And it's going to be like, well, whose fault is that, bitch? You asked and you asked and you begged and you begged, and it's time to grant some wishes. And I'm gonna be like, fuck, the genie late as fuck. That was, you know, 10 plus years ago when I was, you know, in that headspace. So I feel like, not even that it's karma, but just like, y'all know how prayers in like real time sometimes don't add up. And that's not even a prayer. I was literally asking the devil. Anyway, y'all. But that I do want to talk about that. I told y'all one time this girl said that she stopped listening to the podcast because I think the whole episode I was talking about something happy, and she was like, no, bitch, this is supposed to be a depressive ass. I was like, damn. So I do want to keep incorporating, you know, mental health into the podcast because that's what I started it for. But I'm not trying to be a bummer every episode. But I do want to talk about this. So I was just talking to this person about this the other day, and it was about like, what did depression take away from you if you've ever experienced it, right? Or if you just have it. And I was talking to my Uber driver, and he was Hispanic. So I told him I used to be able to speak Spanish, so he started speaking to me in Spanish, and you know, I was talking back and stuff like that. But it just made me realize how my body is just like, I feel like depression stole so much shit from me physically, intelligently, literally. Like, I feel like it stole a lot. Y'all know, I've mentioned it a couple times on this podcast that I used to be a personal trainer. I used to be in the best shape of my life. Like, body used to be super T. Never really had a fat ass, but it was fatter than what it was now. And that's really all I needed. Okay. I used to be able to do pistol squats, pull-ups, fucking anything. Literally, I was a personal trainer, so I could obviously do every workout. Bitch, let me try to do a pistol squat now. My whole entire quad is gonna rip in half, bitch. I can probably do 3 pull-ups. And the third one, bitch, I'm gonna be shaking. So, what else? I used to be fluent in Spanish. And now, I think I was trying to I was talking to somebody in Spanish, and I tried to tell them that my favorite color was yellow, and I forgot the fucking word to yellow. That's when it first started, though. It was a downhill spiral, and I don't have Spanish bitches around me, so I don't ever speak it, but it's just insane. So for those of you who have, or if you're diagnosed with depression, or if you've experienced a depression, you know, episode, or, you know, emotion, if you ever been locked in it, this is really my question. If you've ever been locked in depression for more than a month, was there something that once you came out of it that you could no longer do? Because I know it's 2024 and a lot of people are more aware of mental health issues and what they can do and how they can hinder you and stuff like that. But a lot of people still think that you just being fucking lazy, or you just sad and you don't want to get up, or you just want to ruin your fucking life, or you're self-sabotaging. A lot of people still don't understand that depression is a literal chemical imbalance. So there's some people even listening now that be like, bitch, depression did not stop you from speaking fucking Spanish, bitch. Get real. And I can't get mad at you for assuming that, because you don't fucking know. But it's true. It's real. There's people who, can't drive anymore because of depression. There's people, depression takes some of the most random shit away from people, and you're just like, why the fuck can't I do this anymore when I was a beast at it before? You know what I'm saying? Depression is crazy. Like, you literally think about like killing yourself. Niggas do not understand that if I want to blow my brains out, you know what I'm saying, I'm not really giving a fuck about speaking Spanish no more. I'm not really giving a fuck about, if a nigga can do burpees anymore. Your body literally deteriorates from your brain inside out. That's why niggas gain weight when they are depressed. That's why, or some niggas lose a blasphemous amount of weight. It starts from within and it works its way out. It starts eating its way out. That's why niggas don't respond to text anymore. That's why niggas don't call and check on you anymore. They fucking, depression is eating them from the inside out like a fucking evil amoeba. So yeah, if you have anything that you can't do anymore after depression, I want to know. I really do want to know. Even if y'all are like, I know a lot of you that reach out to me are younger than me. A lot of you guys are in your teenagers or your very early 20s. And I know for a fact, if I still get talked down to about my depression at 25, bitch, I'm almost 30. I know damn well people don't take y'all serious when y'all talk about y'all depression at fucking 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I really want to know, even if it's just like, yeah, bitch, I used to be able to read a whole book in 2 hours. Now I'll be lucky if I turn the fucking first page. So I really want to know, because that shit is real. Y'all know I'm not a bitch to kick a horse when it's down. I mean, I do, only if the horse was pissing me off. But you know what I'm trying to say. If you have some real shit going on, I'm not one to be like, that's not fucking true. I've never seen that before. It don't matter if I've seen it before. I've experienced enough to know that some wild shit could go on with mental health. So yeah. Okay, next segment, which is okay. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this next segment might carry out the rest of the episode because I got a lot to say. Okay, I got a lot to say. I stutter so hard. I'm such a good speaker, y'all. I promise. I won my 6th grade reading competition, bitch. I got to read in front of my principal. I'm gonna bring it up every time I can, almost if I was the president of my school year. You're gonna hear about the time that I won the Scholastic Book Fair, because I'm such an excellent reader and excellent speaker. Is this that when I get on this podcast, I just cannot speak, and it makes me so mad. It's like I'm a fraud. Like I didn't accomplish the things that I accomplished. And to go further into that, even though I know I've said it before, y'all know when the book fairs used to come to school, I used to get everything for free, bitch, because I used to be the only one in there reading. Won't nobody else reading to the principal. They was like, Zara, you go in there, you get whatever the fuck you want. Them little Junie B. Jones books, the light up pens, the little slap things, the little gooey shits, they were all me. And I got a candy necklace. So I'm just saying, y'all, what you hear on this podcast is not the true representation of my talent. But the next topic I want to talk about is the new fucking Avatar show that's on Netflix. And I got a lot to say, y'all. So this might just carry out the rest of the episode. And I apologize, but it's a lot to talk about. If you're not a fan of Avatar, if you didn't watch the old cartoon, or if you're not interested in watching the new live action, this episode might not be for you. I'm going to try to throw in a couple more things at the end, so that way you'll have something to watch and listen to. But if not, girl, I'm sorry. Even if you don't give a fuck about Avatar, just still watch, because you fuck with me. So yeah. And maybe with me talking about it, it'll make you want to watch it. Okay. So first of all, let's start off with a rating, because I feel like my rating will justify my explanation will justify my rating. So let's start with the rating first, right? Okay. So there was 2 things that was going to make me give it above a 7. I said, I hope they don't take 2 things out of this show, and that'll make it above a 7 for me. They took both of those motherfucking things out, okay? So the show gets a solid 7. I was being generous before, and I said I was going to give it a 7.9, but I'm going to be solid. I'm going to give it a true 7. And I'm going to explain on every detail why I gave it a 7. My first reason is because the 2 things, when I heard that the show was coming out, when I heard they were giving it a redemption for the live action, I said the 2 things that I hope they don't take out is Avatar, Aang and Katara's like slow burn with their relationship, like how much she has a crush on her and how much she's like starting to notice. And you know, even that part where they were like, you know, you're gonna be with the powerful bender, and she was like, oh maybe Aang is kind of, you know, I was hoping they didn't take that out. And the second thing I hope they didn't take out was their like adventure, like literally the things they got into as they were flying or walking or getting to all the kingdoms, all the nations. Took all of that shit out. Girl, they sped so much shit up. I was just like, oh my gosh. And then the actors they chose for all the characters, I tried so hard not to be judgy on the actors. But let's be fucking real, y'all. Some of them actors fucking suck. Like, I personally don't mind Aang. I think Aang was a perfect cast choice. I think even Zuko, as long as they fix that fucking scar up and not making it look like they just threw some blush on my boy eye, they fix that fucking scar up. I think Zuko is a great casting choice. You could tell that the actor that's playing Zuko now studied Dante Bosco's voice from old Zuko, because he almost sound exactly like that nigga. I don't mind who they got for Uncle Iroh. Azula, that by next book, by book 2, I need that bitch to be gone. I don't care what y'all say. I needed that bitch to be the fuck out of here. That little girl looks like the Muffin Man made her. That looked like the sweetest little chunky little girl I've ever seen in my entire life. And not even the fact that she chunky. And she might not even be chunky. She might just be like me and got fat ass cheeks. She might not even be chunky whole time. But the way Azula's face was so fucking sharp and cutthroat, that bitch was she was a 14-year-old psychopath. The girl that they got playing Azula looked like, she's like, Dad, please. I'm distraught. She looked like a brat, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. As soon as I saw who they was getting to play Azula, I said, nope. Her voice don't even sound, you know what I'm saying? I need him to know that I'm the one. I said no. Azula was ready to burn down the whole fucking kingdom to let that nigga know, like, nigga, it's me, not him. So the girl that they got cast as Azula, I'm just not feeling her. And I know niggas is like, well, give her a chance. No, I won't. I'm sorry. I need her gone by book 2. Whoever they picked to play Toph is really gonna put me over the edge, because they already fuck with my man Boomy. They fuck with the way he looked and his entire scene. And I was like, what is going on? Because if y'all remember, when Aang got there, he didn't even know that was Boomy. Boomy made him do all these little side quests. They didn't have my nigga Flopsy in there. They had every animal except Flopsy. He wasn't playing that guessing game with Aang. Aang was just like, yeah, that's Boomy. Yes, my nigga from 112 years ago. Like, they didn't give Boomy the childish, like, crazy, you know, old man personality that he had. And I didn't like that. I was sad as fuck, because Boomy is my 3rd favorite character. I was really sad about that. I was like, damn. But speaking of the animals, I did like the way the animals looked. I knew Appa was gonna look like that, because a bison ain't really a cute animal anyway. So a flying bison with white hair, you know what I'm saying? I knew Appa wasn't gonna be, that's like an animal that can only be cute in animation. I'm sorry, I knew Appa was gonna look a little fucked up, but I think he looked good for Appa. I don't think he looked wrong. I think Momo was cute. The only thing I don't like about Momo is that they giving that nigga monkey noises. Because and I might be mistaken, but I thought Momo like kind of purred a little bit in the animation. I thought he was kind of like that. I thought he made noises like that. They got my nigga like, and I was like, ooh, I didn't know. I don't even think Momo is a monkey. I thought he was a lemur. Is a lemur a monkey? No. Anyway, it threw me off when he started making monkey noises. I was like, that's not how Momo talks. Who else? Oh, Jet was perfect. I don't think anybody can complain about Jet. As soon as they saw that nigga, I know they was like, that's Jet. That's for sure Jet. That was the perfect casting. Loved him. Also, Princess Yue, I thought she was a great choice. That wig was crazy. The wig was giving Tyler Perry Tubi, but I thought her face and her personality was fire. I really liked Princess Yue. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, when I first was watching it and Princess Yue first came on the screen, I thought it was that bitch from TikTok. Drew, I'm gonna butcher the fuck out of her last name. Drew Afwalu. I feel like that's her last name. Drew Afwalu. Y'all know who I'm talking about. If y'all on TikTok, y'all know who I'm talking about. I thought that was that bitch. I said, my bitch that came up. That's crazy. Look at her in the Avatar universe, but it wasn't her. But that's dead ass who I thought it was. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a strong 7. It's really book 2 when they get to Ba Sing Se, or is that book 3? No, that's book 2. Toph is my number 1 favorite character. My favorite characters are Toph, Zuko, and Boomy. Those are my top 3 favorite characters. If they fuck up Toph, I'm gonna be so upset because I need Toph to be short. You know, I need Toph to be feisty. She don't really got to be blind because, I mean, where they gonna find, you know, a blind fucking, you know, that can also act. But I need her to, you know, fool me. I need to really believe that she's blind, basically, is what I'm saying. So if you haven't watched it, I would say watch it, because I'm not, even though I'm saying all the things that I don't like about it, I still liked it. I've cleared it all in one day. I watched the whole shit in one night. So it is good. It's just, if you're a true fan of the show, there's gonna be shit that you hate because they chop shit up so fast. Like they moving through this fucking series. And I guess they had to because, you know, literal budget cuts, you know, I don't know, but everybody who watched Avatar as a kid, we already know that this isn't really a show that can be made into live action. So the fact that this is the second attempt, I feel like we got to give them some type of leeway. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bitch, this is the second attempt to do something that we already know can't really be done. So we got to give you a little grace, because at least you tried to clean up the first fuck show. You know what I'm saying? They was calling that nigga Ong. I don't think anybody will ever forget that, because everybody was traumatized. Like, who was that? So the show was so ahead of its time as far as animation, as far as plot, storyline, character development, bitch. It was just ahead of its time. So it's just like, and it also feels like the people who are doing these, like M. Night, the nigga who made the movie, and the nigga who is making the series, I can't help but, it feels like whoever is writing the script and making the movie, they weren't fans of the cartoon. It's like they watched a couple episodes when they were kids and they heard about it and shit like that, and they know about it, but they not like diehard fans. I need a diehard Avatar The Last Airbender fan to make this fucking show or movie, or just take over the next couple seasons, because it's like y'all are missing some real big ass points in the show. And I understand not wanting to make the episodes long, but fuck it. This is bringing a whole new wave and audience and hype to the show. Why wouldn't you want to make the episodes long as fuck? Them episodes could have been 1 hour and 36 minutes. I would have watched every single minute of the episode, because I'm a fan and I wanted to see specific shit. You know what I'm saying? So it just seemed like the niggas involved with the show weren't really fans of the show. They were just like, oh yeah, we know enough about it. We can throw some shit together. You can't throw shit together with that's a classic. You can't throw shit together with a show like that. So hopefully in book 2 and book 3, they stay, you know, at least on one topic long enough for us to be able to digest which part is happening from the fucking animation. Because they was jumping hard as fuck. They was jumping around. I was like, damn, what the fuck? So, but all in all, I think it's great. I like it. I really do. I didn't have, besides what I just said, I didn't have any complaints, no qualms. It was great. I bought Netflix just for that. I literally didn't have Netflix until it came out, and I sat right here and I purchased it and I watched it all that same night. So yeah, a good 7 out of 10. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Let me check my notes. Hold on. Oh my God, I am missing something. Oh my, yeah, this is definitely taking up the rest of the episode. I'm so sorry, y'all. It's definitely taking up the rest of the episode. It's a really good point that I made in my notes. So the reason that I'm so apprehensive about the character choices, like with Katara and Azula, is because as the show go on, obviously we've all seen it, these little niggas become exceptional at bending. These little niggas become badass, like on some like literal master type shit, right? For Katara was blood bending, for fuck's sake. You know what I'm saying? So they turn into literal beasts at what they do. And I don't feel like the character choices of these kids are gonna it's not gonna give me the same feeling as the cartoon did. And I know some of y'all are gonna be like, duh, bitch, it's live action, it's not supposed to give you the same feeling. But yes it is, though. Yes it is. Yes it is. The girl that they got playing Katara right now, I cannot imagine her blood bending. You know what I'm saying? She just looks so sweet. And Katara also looks sweet in the show, but I'm just, y'all, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. And also, speaking of Katara bloodbending, somebody else have probably asked this before because it's probably a whole thing. But y'all remember when Katara was really on her, like, I don't give a fuck about nobody shit, and she was like talking to Zuko, and she was like, I don't give a fuck if you about to be the next Fire Lord. I don't give a fuck about your honor. I don't give a fuck about your daddy. If you gonna join this team and you try to fuck around with Aang again, I'll clear all that shit up right now. Right? Remember that? And then I think either in that same episode or maybe a couple episodes later, he saw her bloodbend for the first time. Do y'all think that Zuko think that Katara invented bloodbending? Because I don't think that nobody ever seen that before, right? Because it was just Hama, the old bitch that lived in the woods. She was the only one that knew how to do that, right? So I was watching it the other day, I was watching the live action and the series at the same time because I was like, oh, they missed a lot. And I was thinking, I was like, does Zuko think that Katara invented bloodbending? Because if so, that's crazy. He was probably like, this bitch is actually insane. And maybe that's why he didn't fuck with her no more after that. Because he was like, not this bitch just twisting bitches up. Like, he just randomly thought, like, one day she just started, like, tickling niggas' insides. Like, I really want to know if he ever seen that before. Because if not, he probably was like, well, damn. That's the waterbender right there. I guess I can't say shit else. That's crazy. I've always wondered that. I have a couple more topics that I want to talk about, but I don't want to throw them in the same video because if I talk about this one topic, I feel like this video is going to be 45 minutes long extra. So I'm going to end it right here. Thank you guys for watching. I feel like this video is super short. I feel like this video is going to be like 29 minutes. We'll hope. Guys, if you're listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, thank you so much. Please rate the podcast. Type a paragraph. Tell other people that click on my podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify why you like this podcast. You know, they might click on it and go to the reviews and be like, oh, they not really talking about this bitch. She ain't had a review since fucking 2023. I'm not listening to this fucking podcast. So let them know that you like this podcast in 2024. You're gonna like it in 2025 and 2026. If you're on YouTube and you're watching me, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, one more thing. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the video, leave a comment. Sorry that my shirt is dark. It's kind of blending into the background, but I had so much shit to do today. Y'all don't even understand. But I have great news. If you're watching on YouTube, then you probably already saw it. The last YouTube video I put out, guys, almost got 500 views. I think it's at 482 right now. And that is fucking insane. Y'all remember a couple videos ago, I was just telling y'all how one of the videos I put out had got over 100 views, and that's never happened before. So y'all are really doing the damn thing on YouTube. Like, I'm trying to suppress my excitement, but y'all are really. I cried that night. Like, I literally went out and I bought alcohol. I don't drink. I'm only a smoker. But I was like, I need to toast to myself because if I'm being honest, that was the first time that I was like, I can really do this, like, influencer shit. Like, I can really do it. Like, my views can really get up there. I can really do it. Like, that made me feel really, really good. And I cried. I was up here crossfaded as fuck. I was smoking and drinking, and I was snot bubbling. I was watching, what was I watching? Steven Universe. I was crying my eyes out, and I was eating jalapeno poppers and a corn dog. And I was like, wow, they love me. They really do. They really listening to what the fuck I gotta say. So I really appreciate that. And I hope this video does the same thing. So, oh my God, was that congestion? Please. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And yeah, I'll see you next video. Something else is going to be new here in the next video. So keep on watching and hope you guys have a great day. Bye. Subscribe, please.